Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to your continuing coverage of the Defense Soup, brought to you and organised by joinDOTA, commentated by Toshley and sponsored by Razor and BenQ. We're jumping straight back into Game 2 of Mousesports versus CLG in the lower bracket, the loser bracket finals, semi-finals, or whichever you wish to call it. And whoever wins this game will fight it out against Complexity Gaming for the top prize of, I believe, 7,500 euros. We saw the team of Mousesports, despite the fantastic team composition that the team of CLG had secured for themselves, Mousesports played their cards very perfectly. They ganked who they needed to gank, while they took a lot of risks. There were a lot of unnecessary deaths, which made Mousesports' lead not quite as powerful as I felt it could have possibly been. Mousesports still played fantastically and downright outplayed the team of CLG. Will a similar fate be had? Will Mousesports win the second game and bring the series to 2-0? This is a best of 3, or will CLG bring it back? Will they win the second game and force a third game for whoever will fight it out against a team of Complexity? Of course, Mousesports playing on the Radiant side, hailing from the land of Germany, fan favorites from within the scene of Dota 2. We have 1437 sitting in the captain's chair, following up with Come With Me, Sing Sing, Black, and Bambo. And over on the side of CLG Game, we have the handsomest, without a doubt, the handsomest pro gamer in the world of Dota 2. We have Captain Pycat, and then we have Aki, Misery, Lacoste, and Miracle. Jumping straight into the draft, the first couple of heroes to be taken out by the team of Mousesports going to be Nagasaran, going to be Chen. Nagasaran, a 100% normal, standard ban that you'd expect to see. Chen, I guess they want to remove out some pushing power that CLG can no doubt capitalize on with the use of a hero such as Chen. CLG responding to that with a Darkseer, with a Leshrac. Once again, we're taking out those pushing heroes, we're taking out that nuisance that is Darkseer. An absolute powerhouse, is difficult to kill. The Vacuum is great for setting up combos, for pulling teams, pulling the enemy team into whatever position you want. That's the power of Darkseer. That's one of the reasons he's taken out in almost every single game. Is one of the easiest ways to win team fights is having better positioning than your opponents. With Darkseer, you can change the positioning, you can force the positioning of your enemies with the use of that Vacuum. Nagasaran performs a very similar role. The difference is that she catches teams in bad situations before they realize that they're potentially within death's reach. SK going to be taken out by the team of CLG, and the third and final ban to come out of the team of Mousesports will be coming out for you within the next couple of moments. As to how each team wants to proceed from Mousesports, just played the way that they absolutely needed to do. And CLG, I felt, were a little bit silly with the fact that they didn't secure themselves a sort of a hard carrier late game hero. Mousesports going to take out Lycan, and there are still some powerhouses in here. Enchantress is still in. We have what's her face? I've forgotten her name. Broodmother's still in the pick. We have quite a few heroes available for CLG to choose from. Nature's Prophet is also available, but CLG are going to secure themselves a Rubik, which is going to make Mousesports have to think twice about picking any powerful heroes such as, say, Enigma or the Tidehunter, because it's very, very easy to steal those spells, especially the Ravage. The Ravage is, if you're fast, you can steal the Ravage before you're actually stunned by it, so you can't even Anchor Smash after the Ravage is over, and it's, needless to say, not particularly good. The way Dendi is just really good at stealing spells, great at dodging Ravage. He'll blink in, because Ravage comes out from the center of the Tidehunter, so it hits around the center first, and then it spreads out and hits the outer edges. He will blink into the center after it's been cast, and then steal it, and then use it immediately. It's fantastic. Broodmother and Venomancer going to be taken out by Mousesports. Mousesports love to play that Venomancer. He's a great hero, great for early game aggression, great for defending towers that are taking a bit of damage. He's a solid hero around, has great teamfight presence. And Broodmother being taken out by Mousesports once again. And CLG taking out that SKs just basically said that SK is a pretty decent counter to that Broodmother, and SK, they just took him out for him. It's like, alright, Broodmother's still in the mix, how about we pick her up? And they did exactly that. And CLG, they need to think of a hero that can withstand against a Broodmother. Tinker's another opportunity, but CLG didn't really, the Tinker didn't really make that much of a difference, really. Nature's Prophet is also still in the mix. Tidehunter is a possibility. There are still some heroes available for the team of CLG that they can use to potentially shut down, or at least somewhat negate, the power of that Broodmother. And we have about 20 seconds of their bonus time remaining, despite the fact that this is their second pick. So we're going to have to think fast about our next couple of heroes. Enchantress and the Windrunner are going to be taken up by the team of CLG, leaving Nature's Prophet. Once again, no one wanting to pick him up. He hasn't been banned, right? He has not been banned. I'm thinking maybe he's been banned. I'm an idiot. But that's not the case. He's still in the pool, and Mousesports, well, he's a pretty powerful hero. Might want to take him up, but maybe Mousesports want to take that Tidehunter. Maybe they can just ban out the Tidehunter. Or maybe ban out the Nature's Prophet. The thing is, if Mousesports don't pick Nature's Prophet, they will not have Nature's Prophet. And Nature's Prophet will work nicely, because we're going to have Broodmother, who will most likely be going solo lane, so we can put Nature's Prophet in the jungle. Farm his way up to a mechanism very quickly, get some utility items such as a sheep stick, and start helping out in team fights whenever he can. It would also work nicely with a Broodmother, because Spiderlings and Treants is a lot of additional creep units to bolster a creep wave and assist with the takedown of a tower. And Furion can just TP in, bring his Treants straight into the fray, pop his ulti off to weaken the creep wave, and then just go to town on that tower. But as to how Mousesports will proceed, nobody knows. They have a nice lineup as it is, just with those two heroes. How will they proceed? I don't know, because we're taking forever to pick, but whoever wins this game will be... It's not whoever wins this game. If Mousesports win this game, they will be pushing forward to the finals of the Defense 2. And they no doubt want to think long and hard. 1-4-3-7, making sure he picks the best composition for his team to get a hold of. And Nature's Prophet is indeed finally going to be picked up by the team of Mousesports, which is 100% understandable, because he would not survive this next banning phase. There is no way they will let a Nature's Prophet through. No way in hell. Not after all, it just wouldn't happen. Whoops, no way. No way in hell. New to CLG want to take out from here on out. We've got push, we've got counter push, we've got control, we've got AoE teamfight presence. We don't really have a solo mid, so we might be looking at heroes for that. We have an off lane, we have a jungler. They might also be looking at heroes that maybe Mousesports want to have some aggression. Mousesports like to play very aggressively. We might want to take out heroes that can have those chain stunning abilities. We've already taken out the SK and the Leshrac, which are two heroes that work together nicely. But we're going to go for those hard carries. CLG taking out a Morphling. Morphling can also go in that solo mid role, or go solo mid alongside, say, the Venomancer. That is going to be their fourth hero to be taken out, and Mousesports responding to that in a very similar fashion. We're taking out the hard carries. Magina, the anti-mage, anti-fun, I hate magic crybaby being removed out by the team of Mousesports. We're taking out those powerful late game powerhouses. Will Counter Logic Gaming continue this trend and take out maybe someone like Storm Spirit? We saw Mousesports fantastically use Storm Spirit in the last game. Great engagements, great initiation. If there's a lone hero that's a bit too far forward, he doesn't even need to be very far forward, because the ball lining, he can move straight in, he can stun, and the stun brings enough time for another member of Mousesports to walk forward, such as that SK in the previous game, to get that Burrow Strike off, and it pretty much secures the death of that hero.
5 seconds remaining.
And again, we don't have much of their reserve time remaining, but so 14 seconds to go. Pycat has to think very quickly, and we are going to take out the Invoker, another solo mid hero. Probably not what I would have expected, to be honest, but maybe they might want to go that Invoker, get some more push. He's a suitable solo mid. Double Forge Spirits if we go 4 points in Quas and Exhort provides a nice amount of push, and imagine that combined with Treants and the Broodmother, it would be a large amount of pushing. And Storm Spirit to be taken out by Mousesports. So again, we're taking out those late game hard carry heroes. Both teams responding to that in a similar fashion. I wouldn't really call Invoker a late game hard carry. Not as hard as, say, an anti-mage or a Morphling. New to CLG want to bolster their current composition. They've got Windrunner who can play Rubik, who can go solo mid. He can also take the offlane. Windrunner can do the exact same thing. And in actuality, Mousesports are very smart to take down those heavy late game hard hitting heroes due to the fact that CLG, it's exactly what they need. How they lane this Also, how would they lane this exactly? They could maybe go for some more disables, go with a very aggressive style with Enchantress being in their jungle. It's one of the best ways to utilize Enchantress. Pick up those powerful creeps, use them towards the early stages of the game to either kill or bolster towers. Or bolster creep waves rather, in order to take down towers. Brewmaster is going to be the fourth hero to be taken out by CLG. This provides nice initiation and nice mid game. Once we get to that level 6, once we get to those levels up, Brewmaster will become very powerful. It's possible we might put Brewmaster solo mid in order to maximize that split as fast as possible, get to that level 6 as quickly as possible, but we could just be playing more standard, put Rubik in mid. I'm thinking from CLG, it's a possibility to see Brewmaster solo mid and some sort of tri-lane. I'm probably just saying this because I love watching aggressive tri-lanes, especially when you put yourself in their jungle. So you put Enchantress over in the bot, she will spend a time in their jungle, Rubik and Windrunner alongside. We've got 2 disabled, we don't really have the damage though, so maybe we'll put Rubik alongside someone else. We'll have to wait and see. The solo mid has been secured up by Mousesports, that of the Queen of Pain. And now their 5th hero is going to be someone that they want to synergize. Mousesports' 5th hero, that is, going to be someone that they want to synergize with that Venomancer, hopefully. Because they'll have Nature's Prophet in the jungle, we'll have Broodmother in the off lane, most likely going top. I'm somewhat surprised CLG haven't secured themselves a Tidehunter. I'm somewhat surprised Mousesports also didn't take out a Tidehunter. From here on out, Tidehunter, would that be a good pick? Probably not. They have good initiation in the form of that Brewmaster. Shadow Demon is not exactly what I would have expected, because once again CLG have no late game. Enchantress can do some serious amounts of damage, but that's about it. Brewmaster falls off in the late game, Shadow Demon can't do crap in the late game, Windrunner falls off in the late game, Rubik I'm pretty sure can't do crap in the late game aside from disable and just steal spells. Lanes from Mousesports, I just mentioned them a few moments ago. Who will their 5th hero be? They most likely want to have someone to synergize with that Venomancer, but who's available right now? They don't really have... Night Stalker's a possibility. That's slow to come out of the Night Stalker, that's slow to come out of the Venomancer. They synergize very nicely together. Would they be able to utilize the effectiveness on the mouse of that... oh god, my brain just... The Night Stalker, man, who I just mentioned. It's also a possibility we might see another tri-lane. We'll see Nature's Prophet in the off lane. We'll see Broodmother going solo lane once... Actually, that... Oh, no, wait. We'll see Nature's Prophet going the off lane, Queen of Pain solo mid, and we'll see Broodmother, Venomancer alongside someone else. It's also a possibility. So we're going to go with Puck. So how is this going to be laned? We're going to see Sing Sing on the Puck going solo mid. We're going to see... I'm actually not sure exactly who's going to be playing who in this game. We'll find out. So we're going to see Sing Sing on Puck, most likely going to be solo mid. We might see Black going in the off lane, possibly. Maybe solo Queen of Pain in the off lane, solo Broodmother in the... Queen of Pain the easy lane, Broodmother in the off lane, and we'll have Nature's Prophet in the jungle. Where will Venomancer go? No idea how Mousesports are going to lane this, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see when we jump straight into the action within the next couple of moments. Eventually. As for CLG's laning, yeah, not the most sure person in the world right now. Over on the side of Mousesports, we have Come With Me to play on the Nature's Prophet, Sing Sing to play as the Puck 1437 to be playing on that Venomancer, and Bambo to take up the role of that Broodmother. And for some reason, I feel like I'm missing someone. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am indeed missing someone who has ventured out very far forward. It is Black. And it would not be Dota without a pause at the start of the game. Over on the side of CLG, we have Pycat to be playing as that Rubik, Aki to take up the role of the Enchantress, Windrunner, or rather Misery to play that Windrunner, Lacoste to play as a Shadow Demon, and Miracle to be taking up the role of the Brewmaster. That's how this will be laned. Part of me thinks Brewmaster solo mid, we'll see some sort of aggressive tri-lane with Aki, Pycat, and Lacoste down bottom, leaving Misery to have solo up top. But part of me is uncertain about this because the problem with this is that we don't really have any serious amounts of damage towards the early stages. Typically, the Disruption alongside the Soul Catcher, we don't have someone like Leshrac or SK to do some serious damage to combine with that Soul Catcher, so have to wait and see. And I'm going to use the magic of editing and so on and so forth to skip ahead in this pause. And we have returned. It was a very long pause indeed. Thank Christ. It's the only words I have to utter. The entire team of CLG once again heading down south. We saw this happening in the last game. They weren't able to pick themselves up any kills as a result. And over on the side of Mousesports, it seems we're going to have 1437 alongside Bambo. Over in the bottom lane, we will see Black going solo mid. Where does this leave Sing Sing to go solo top? And it seems we'll have Nature's Prophet going in the jungle. So lane up's not exactly what I would have expected to come out of Mousesports. One of the very few times we don't see Sing Sing going in that solo mid role. The whole team of CLG, they're venturing down bottom. We want to find ourselves first blood, but we're being very smart. We're using the treants to come out of the Nature's Prophet to scout out ahead. They are going to spot out that, holy crap, there's a massive, veritable cluster of the team of CLG. I think we'll keep our distance. And considering it's a 2 versus 5 scenario, I don't think 1437 or Bamboo would want to fight this out. And they do have sentry wards as well. They might want to take on this Broodmother, but it seems we're just going to steadily walk our way around. Aki might spend a little bit of time in the jungle, steal a couple of creeps. I hope that's the case. Nice wards to come out of both teams, actually. I think Mousesports suspect that an aggressive tri-lane will be happening, which is why we're warding our own jungle.
The battle begins.
Is a possibility. Now the lanes steadily begin to form. We will see a Pycat on the Rubik going solo mid. Misery taking the off lane. And yes, indeed, we're going to see that glorious tri-lane down in the bottom. Miracle alongside Lacoste and Aki, the Enchantress, the Shadow Demon, and the Brewmaster going down bottom with Rubik in mid. This actually makes a bit more sense, because if we had Rubik instead of Brewmaster, we wouldn't have all that much damage. The Brewmaster can deal a nice amount of damage. We don't have as many disables. We do have the damage, and that's exactly what we need. Soul Catcher. Got slow to come out of the Enchantress, and great initiation, especially against a Broodmother. And the Broodmaster can withstand against the Spiderlings. One clap, bang, all the Spiderlings die. Horrible, horrible death. He's going to steal. What a steal from the Ursa Warrior. Suddenly, oh god, I can't even... Like, why? Why would you do this? Why would you steal my creeps? And we're just going to steal the easy camp right now with this Ursa Warrior. Clap goes down. All the HP of these little bastards go down to half. Aggressive jungling to come out of CLG, to come out of Aki, and something I absolutely love. Why the last hits and denies not open, I have no idea. Sing Sing currently going 0 for 1 with Misery, dealing as much harassment as possible. The exchange of right clicks is happening as of this very moment, but who will come out ahead? The Illusionary Orb flies out, he bounces to the behind, and the winner decides that I need to back off before I get taken down. Both of them popping a healing salve with a power shot to fly through. Misery's healing salve is still available, and Misery could go on this if he so desired to, because he will have the extra HP advantage. However, he is lacking on mana, but he does have enough for another power shot. In comes the damage. Is anyone going to come out ahead? But over in the bottom lane, it looks like we're possibly thinking of going on Bamboo. Actually, that's not the answer at all. We do have an Ursa Warrior in position. The disruption comes down. In comes right click damage. Ursa Thunderclap to go down. Putting another web down. We do have Detect, and however, Venomous Gale to try and slow everyone down. It will be enough to save the life of Bamboo. Over the top, we're still exchanging right clicks between Sing Sing and Misery. They're just right clicking each other instead of getting those last hits. As to who will come out ahead, nobody knows. Over in the middle lane, we have Queen of Pain currently going 5 to 1 with the Rubik 7 to 4. Fairly even of exchange in this mid lane thus far. Top once again, the right clicks are being dealt. And who will come out ahead, I have no idea. But the harassment to come out of Misery and Sing Sing is absurd. Sing Sing being forced back to the tower. Misery is pushing ahead. And it is sort of low in health, so it does want to be a little bit cautious. Sentries here. They're thinking about it. Disruption to initiate, but all we need is a good creep to come in from the Enchantress. How's she looking thus far? She's being a nuisance, I'll tell you that much. I'm sure the Nature's Prophet is getting a little bit annoyed. She's diving in deep. This could be very... What the... Aki, I think this is first blood. Furin TPing in. Aki's not going to be able to get away from this. In comes the Treants. In comes the right click. Even the ward doing what it can. The sprites are going to try and heal as best as they possibly can, but it's not going to happen. Black is moving in as well. Aki is dead. One Scream, one Shadow Strike is all it will take. The tower, the tier 3 is even doing damage, and... First blood. I'm not sure if that counts as first blood because it was taken down by the tower, but I don't even know what to say to that. Maybe it was first blood because the announcer isn't selected for some goddamn reason. I don't even know what to say to that. I have no idea what the hell Aki was thinking. You're not gonna... I don't know. Dived in too deep and then continued to dive in. Didn't work out nicely at all, and Mousesports secured themselves the first kill of the match in a very easy manner. Engagement going to happen. The Sentry Ward is here. It is about to wear off, however. 8 seconds to go before it fades the mist of time. But do we have more sentries to come out of the team of CLG? I think the answer to that question is no. As soon as I can find the third member... Oh, that's right. Enchantress dead. And is returning to her own jungle. So we're going to cancel that aggressive jungling to come out of the Enchantress. We weren't really making use of her. We weren't getting any kills. In fact, she just fed first blood. So... didn't work out too nicely for the team of CLG. Currently 18 to 8 on the Rubik, with Black sitting on 13 to 2. Sing Sing 14-2, Windrunner 21-9, having a little bit of a better time, it seems, going up against Sing Sing the Puck, and both of them are dealing harassment at every single opportunity. Wards being placed down, Miracle being forced to back off, and it looks like we're going to get in position. Maybe not, it's just Come With Me jungling as best that he can. Illusion being bottled up by the Queen of Pain, and this is the exchange of harassment over in the top. I know eventually death will happen over this top lane, but death might be happening. Speaking of death, over in the bottom lane, nothing is happening. Come 1-4-3-7, thinking of getting in the appropriate position. Will he commit to it, however? We could go in Miracle. There's no defensive. We're trying to use a block to... use the Spiralings to block off. There goes the Disruption. In goes the Cost. Split Earth to go down. The right click being dealt to 1-4-3-7. An easy kill for the team of CLG. And we've got no reason to stop now. We can keep going in on them. But it seems the answer is no. The Treants and the Spiralings doing a lot of damage to the Cost. He could get taken down if he's not careful, but the tower should be able to clean everything up. He's getting awfully low. The Tango should heal him back to where he needs to be. That is not what I would have expected. Bamboo's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. The Centaur to come in. A lot of reinforcements to be had. Taking a kill on anyone here will be a little bit of a difficult task. Any form of detection to come out, we have to have some sentries. We do not, so the Broodmother is in a state of 100% unkillable at this moment. Can't be taken down. We don't have enough disables. I doubt we have enough burst damage. He can just sit in the web all day, every day. So until some sentry wards make a show, the Broodmother is absolutely safe in this bottom lane. Shadow Poison's being a bit of a nuisance, however. And so is Miracle with a Thunderclap spam. Bamboo 70-2, not actually having the greatest of time thus far. Looking over at the Brewmaster, 33-6. The Broodmother is getting denied thus far quite a bit actually. Haste Rune in hand for Rubik. We're thinking of going in the top, get a kill on the Sing Sing. Will it happen? However, he's backing off to the safety of this tower. The lane is pushing forward. The Speed Demon has also made an appearance. Hello, Speed Demon. And Pycat will back off and return to the middle lane. Soul Ring in hand for the Brood, just some boots as well. Miracle, 300 in the bank, just having a stout shield and some arcane boots. Nice little cute deny there, and we're jungling with the Spiralings, as we should be doing. A very slow start thus far of this game. We're 7 minutes, closing in on being 7 minutes in. One kill being had for both sides. One kill really shouldn't have happened when Arky dived, the Enchantress dived that deep into Mousesports space with all the towers being intact. I have no idea what he was thinking, but I don't think he was thinking all that much. Maybe he had a plan, it just didn't unfold the way it... I'm not even sure. I think Sing Sing might be fed up with all the damage. The coil has gone down. In goes a Shadow Strike as well as a Silence. Windrun. No Windrun to be had. Windrun's it's a little bit late, however. And the Queen of Pain picks up an easy kill on the Windrunner over at the top lane. Well, Cost is actually taking a lot of damage, but the Thunderclap to come out of the Brewmaster completely stops all forms of harassment in its track. And Brewmaster, actually a lot of these last hits are probably from the Spiderling. So the difference between these two heroes, 26 and 43, is not as significant as it might seem. Because that Thunderclap is just, it kills off all the Spiderlings, doesn't give anywhere near the same amount of gold as the, of course, the lane creeps, needless to say. What the hell, Seder Hellcaller? Double Seder Hellcaller actually being secured up here by Aki. This is a lot of potential burst damage. It's ×2, what is it, 125 damage. So it's a nice, fairly considerable amount of damage, especially towards this early stages of the game. Closing in on half of Sing's HP. Miracle thing moving in, the Thunderclap goes down, a lot of damage to be taken out by Bamboo. The thing of going in on it. Venomous Scale has gone down, the right click is being dealt, Fury and ulti to come down as well. The TPs are rolling in, Fury is TPing to join the fight alongside. In goes the Disruption, defensive Disruption to be used, however Lacoste will pay for it with his life. Miracle might take a fall as well, Bamboo is diving in deep, but the Fury and ulti deals a lot of damage as well as the tower damage. Bamboo forced to back off and sit in his webs and recover.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You know, this top tower is being pressured, and this bottom tower is being pressured, so it seems we're going to go for a little bit of a trade. Mousesports pushing this out, CLG pushing this out, making use of these Seder Hellcallers. However, I feel this bottom tower is going to fall at a significantly faster rate, because there's there's wards, there's spiders, frickin' trees. Even with the addition of that Fade Bolt, which bounced through everything. Now Pycat doesn't want to find himself caught out, has to back off to the safety of the tier 2. Miracle alongside Lacoste coming in to reinforce. In goes his Telekinesis. Thunderclap to follow it through. Bamboo has been brought down to half HP. Do we not have any form of detection?
Radiant's top tower
No
is
detection to
under
come out of the
attack.
team of CLG, and as a result, Bambo is absolutely fine. Doesn't have to worry about a single thing in the world. He's a spider and he's invisible. Highcat returning to his middle lane, 43 to 13, having a relatively good time. Of course, the Brewmaster is absurdly high in the creep score department. It's all because of those Spiderlings. Thunderclap, all the Spiderlings die. Thinking of going in on Highcat, but he's dived a little bit too far close to his tower. And we don't really want to dive in on that, not just yet. This tower's continuing to be pressured. Fortification to go down, Misery moving in on the offensive. Shackle to go down, a nice Shackle indeed. Tower shot to follow through, but TPs are rolling in. And Misery cannot continue to fight this. The tower takes a fall, and CLG back off after securing themselves a nice little victory. Goal difference is almost non-existent, just a very slight advantage for the team of Mousesports. The XP difference is somewhat noticeable, a 1k advantage for the team of Mousesports. 1437 moving away, we have the Dream Coil to go down once again, defensive disruption to be used, dodging the silence, will it help however? No, it will not, the power shot to go through before he takes a fall there. Sprite's unable to do anything from Aki, and an easy kill for Mousesports. Well, he's thinking about it, one Thunderclap is all it takes. He has great mana regen thanks to those arcane boots. And with me pushing out this middle lane, just has himself a hand of Midas at this stage of the game, just 10 minutes in. Pinging force back off to the bait, going back off to the base, going to get himself some treads, and after that, simply get a blink dagger. That's how you roll as puck. Highcat blinking in, jumping straight back into the middle lane where it needs to be, get some more farm and so on and so forth. Again, a very slow game, but Mousesports, as they normally do, are pushing the issue, they're pressing the issue, they're dealing the aggression, and we can see right here, they're getting killed for it. Shadow Demon solo farming the top lane, has himself a wand on the way. Broodmother 46 to 5, so having a good time, and while we might look at the Brewmaster being considerably more, it's not that significant because for like 10th time, I don't know why I keep saying this, it's the Spiderlings. Neither team committing to anything at this point. And the farm is reasonably balanced. We have better last hits to come out of Mousesports, to come out of CLG, but we have more kills to come out of Mousesports, so in the end it sort of balances itself out, just a little bit. As a Who will come out ahead. The problem with CLG's lineup is they don't really have a late game, and while the Brewmaster has his split, I haven't seen a single split yet, and we should be using this split to take down towers to get kills. In comes the Spiderlings. Bambo currently going in the Brewmaster, but 1437 coming in to help out as well. The split has been had. Speaking of the split, there is a split. The ulti to fly out. 1437 going to get taken down in very rapid manner. He finally has some dust. Bambo's the next person to get focused down, but a fantastic Dream Coil to come out of Sing Sing. The Windrunner instantly pops, and Bambo might be able to get away. He has 80 HP. The rock to fly out. This should be a kill on Bambo. One more right click is all it would take the form. The blink to head. One more right click, but he doesn't have detection. He needs the Thunderclap, and meanwhile, suddenly comes in black. Suddenly, Sonic Scream, and the Shadow Demon takes a fall. What a Rubik still just stole the Scream of Pain. Black getting a little bit low. The Rubik's absolutely fine. We're moving on the offensive once again. Blink to Scream, and the melting of the Rubik, and the Queen of Pain picks herself up a double kill. Bloody hell. And Mousesports, I'm like, this game is really passive. And then suddenly death rolls in. And this could potentially be a tier 2. There's a big congregation of Mousesports heroes over in the bottom lane. The only one that's low is Broodmother, and she can heal herself back up just by simply sitting in that web. And we are going to try and deal a bit of damage to this tier 2. Going straight for an Oblivion Staff, Orchid of the Malevolence as well. In goes a blink for Bambo. Do we have any form of detection? The answer is no. We keep trying to deal damage to this Broodmother without having detection of any sort. No dust, no sentries. And this means it's a get out of jail free card for the Broodmother. Means you ain't stopping it. At all. Both sides. Going to have a little bit of downtime for the moment. Not going to continue pressing on this tower. We need to be careful of that Brewmaster. If Brewmaster had just a little bit of visibility, things would have been bad for the Broodmother. He just profit. 800 in the bank, just has some boots. Next time on the agenda, not sure. He could go for a mech. Is anyone else going to be going for a mechanism on this team? I don't think so. So I'm going to guess that we'll have Nature's Prophet secure himself a mechanism. Keeping to the rune, what will he... He stole the TP. I was like, what is Furion doing? Wants to get the rune. And he's going to counter TP. That's kind of cute. The Shackle to go down, the Sprout to return to that, using the Power Shot to get out. Black Thing blinking in, there goes a Shadow Strike. No Scream to follow it up. Misery will be able to get away. The Fate Bolt doing a bit of damage as well. Treant being picked up by the Telekinesis for whatever reason. And a Congregation coming in on both sides towards this middle lane. The next big fight will happen here. Who will come out ahead? Nobody knows. Fate Bolt to fly through. We have some nice creeps to be secured here by the Enchantress, but the Orb to fly out, do a bit of damage, weaken the creep wave ever so slightly, and possibly force an engagement. But alas, no such thing will be happening. Random phase shift.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Look at the Spiderlings just get completely obliterated by the Fate Bolt. It just keeps going, man. It keeps going. Nothing stops. Nothing stops. Trying to defend this out best he can. Trying to get a Shackle there on Black, but alas, no success was had. And Bambo is causing some problems. We have to continually dedicate someone towards this bottom lane to make sure Bambo just doesn't freaking kill everything. Because as soon as you leave this lane, this tier 2 tower will fall. And then the tier 3 will fall. And then CLG will be a very unhappy team. And considering that they keep neglecting to buy any form of detection, like Bambo is just feeling so happy to just push forward. Let's see, we have dust. Okay, we do have some dust, so we're finally getting ourselves some detection over on the side of CLG. They're holding the line over towards this middle lane. We have the split available, but I haven't seen much use of it. CLG have a lineup that works very nicely towards the early and mid stages of the game, but we're not capitalizing on it. We have the split available. We're not exactly pushing with creeps, and I feel that this is going to mark the death of CLG. We're going for a smoke gank. Will we catch anyone out, however? And with me, it's looking very unsafe. The Purge goes down. The Impedance does a lot of damage, but Disruption to stop the TP, and then he pops thanks to the Purge the very second he comes out. The TPs have to return to the bottom lane once again. Pycat is constantly occupied here because this Broodmother just keeps pushing this lane. Look at this army of Spiderlings. It's absolutely absurd. More Spiderlings than you can think, more Spiderlings than you can handle. Miracle could find himself caught out. He got hit by a Venomous Gale, but will simply be able to slowly crawl his way to safety. Pycat's just constantly occupied here because those Spiderlings are just too strong, man. They're really good. Aki, 1k in the bank. Mechanism, possible item next on the agenda. We'll have to wait and see. Miracle moving into position. The Rubik takes a fall, but in comes. Look at all the gold to come out of that. However, we don't have any form of detection. So Brewmaster chasing after the Bambo. There's no point. TB's rolling in. We want to try and push out this top lane as best as we possibly can. Let's try and do what damage you can. Thunderclap goes down. The right clicks are being dealt. Can Bambo take this on? We have a split available. Trying to fight the Brewmaster will be a bad and very silly idea indeed. Mid tower is being pushed out. A nice army of wards being placed down, even though the momentum is on their side, on the team of Mousesports side. So I'm not sure why exactly that's been had. Queen of Pain working her way towards a sheep stick. TP is going to be had at this top lane. Get a bit of farm, however, with Brewmaster taking care of this bottom lane. But if Brewmaster has to constantly sit by and babysit this bottom tier 2 tower, then it's good because it means the Brewmaster is not pushing. It means he's not helping out in team fight with the use of that fantastic ultimate, the Primal Split. And CLG really need to use this more. We've got this great early game team composition and we're not utilizing it. Misery got the mechanism, not the Enchantress. That makes more sense. And we have the Enchantress just going straight for mostly utility items. Some wards, power treads on the way as well. Rubik still no 4-star for him. A sad Rubik indeed. Tornado doing what it can. Shackle flies out, doesn't latch to anyone, however. The Tornado is just being a nuisance as it does, providing vision, dealing damage, and being a nuisance. Congregation to go on. Sing Sing has to be a little bit cautious. Fury and ulti to fly through, but not all that much damage should be dealt. And Broodmother continuing to push out this bottom lane at every single opportunity. TB should be had. We want to go in Pycat. In goes a Sprout. There goes a Shadow Strike. Venomous Gale to go down as well. The Zap to be had, but will not save the day. One Scream and Pycat takes a fall to the Queen of Pain. Only going in on the Broodmother we have. The silence has been had. We're not going to be able to get the split off. We're smashing that R. We're mashing that R. Defensive disruption to be used. The Dust of Deceit has been popped off. There goes the split. Bambo is now in a lot of trouble. A nice Shackle to come down. We also have the Rock available. A few right clicks is all we'll take. There goes a one charge. Will the damage be enough? It will be enough indeed. And the Broodmother finally gets taken down by CLG. That annoying, pushing, horrible machine. But it is going to come out of trade. This top tower is being pushed by 3 heroes in the team of Mousesports. They're wiping out the creep wave in a very rapid manner, and this tier 1 tower will take a fall. Fortification is not available, and the team of CLG are all out of position. Even Sing Sing is making his way up here. Actually, he wants a rune by the looks of it. The tier 1 tower takes a fall, and we're going to keep pushing towards this tier 2. We have no reason to stop. Reinforcements are rolling in, but Pycat alone will not be able to evenly fight it out against his composition. In fact, Queen of Plane could blink ahead and start dealing some damage to him.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But they want to try and trade. They don't want to try and fight this, but a tier 1 for a tier 2 is not going to be a good trade indeed. Fortification has gone down, and no fortification is available for the team of CLG, but it will be up within the next couple of seconds. And that we are simply going to TP out, defend this tower. Might lose what doesn't need to be lost. And maybe even take this tier 1 that's still standing towards this middle lane. Meanwhile, Broodmother doing what Broodmother does does what Broodmother does best, good lord. Working a Spiderling army up, killing shit. Nice Shackle to come down on 1437, but the Dreamcaller, fantastic Dreamcaller to come in. Every single member is stuck right where they are. We have no split available for Misery, but the damage is too much for 1437 to handle, and the Venomancer takes a very rapid fall. But what a Dreamcoil to come out of Puck. Fantastically done by Sing Sing. Problem is we didn't have any follow-up. We could have engaged on that, because they were all stuck there. They couldn't run away, and they're continuing to push out this mid tower, and it looks like it will take a fall. Defense isn't rolling in, but it is going to come in a trade. Bambo is pushing out the tier 1. The fortification has been dropped, but it will only delay the inevitable. A couple more seconds is all it takes, and although we secured ourselves, it actually got denied. Fantastic denied to come out of the Queen of Pain, so we traded a tier 2 for nothing. While we do have a little bit of more map control thanks to this tier 1 tower being taken down, we didn't get the gold for it, which is really what you want with a tower. You want that gold. It is delicious, the gold. Pushing out this middle lane, no defense to be had. What did we steal? We stole ourselves a blink. Very nice for the Rubik, actually. The Treen's coming to join the fray. This tier 1 tower is going to take a very rapid fall. I'm not even sure with all the defenses to come in from the team of CLG if they will be able to hold this. But the Phase Bolt will slow it down ever so slightly, yes indeed. But it will only delay the inevitable. However, we're coming in from the high ground. Miracle, the split will be off cooldown in just 15 seconds. And if we blink to split, try and do some damage, the tier 1 tower goes down. Shackle doesn't latch. And CLG, are they going to fight? The answer is yes. Pycat blinking in, telekinesis to go down. A Dream Coil, fantastic Dream Coil once again. The silence come down on Miracle. He needs to split, but he's getting focused down. His HP is almost nothing, but he can split if he so desires. Sing Sing being tethered up here, but he should be able to blink out to safety. Impedus does a big chunk of damage. Nice little dodge to come out. Will blink off to the high ground and escape from the might of CLG. Pycat pressing down on Blacks. Aki coming in to try and help out. Are we going to press the issue? Are we not going to press the issue? Pycat getting awfully low. The Shadow Strike doing the damage that it needs to do. We're blinking in once again. The Illusionary Orb to fly out. Aki silenced up. A few more right clicks will be enough, but I don't think we're going to be able to take him down. Nice dodge of the disruption, but the Purge still lands, and the right click damage is being dealt. One Scream, defensive disruption to be used. A Power Shot misses on Sing Sing, but the Shadow Poison should be enough to take him down. It will indeed take the kill on Sing Sing.
A midsummer nightmare.
Everyone's dying. Horrible death. A Shadow Demon, yep, got the kill on him. And a double kill being secured up by the Rubik. Where the hell is the Rubik? Who is he killing? Over in this bottom lane. Seems we took down the Broodmother by the looks of it. Yes, indeed. A lot of damage was dealt to this tier 3 tower. A lot of damage was dealt. While that was a fantastic engagement for CLG, 3 for nothing, we did use a split, however. I didn't even realize we used a split. I think that may have been down the bottom to be used against the Broodmother. How are we looking item-wise on both sides? Pycat doesn't have much for himself. Arcane Boots and 4 Staff, and that's all that he has. Over on the side of the Enchantress, we just have a Bracer and some Treads, as well as a Ring of Bacillus. We're not looking great. Brewmaster working away towards Aghanim's, but still very far away. 2 items to go, 2,000 to go. Blink Dagger and a couple of parts of that Aghanim Scepter. Who else are we missing? Shadow Demon's going to have Jack, but that's how Shadow Demon runs. And a Mechanism just in hand for the Windrunner. Over on the side of Mousesports, we take a quick gander at the gold graph, a considerable advantage for them. XP is not so significant, but gold is where it is at. We look at Nature's Prophet. He has an Aghanim Scepter already, going straight for Aghanims, ignoring the utility because we have the Queen of Pain is working away towards the Sheep Stick. Just 500 more and she will have it in hand. And Bambo going for BKB, next item on the agenda. He's pushing forward. He doesn't give a single crap. And how Sing Sing looking? Dagon next? Possibly. Maybe a 4 Staff or even extra, as if you needed extra mobility for Puck. A 4 Staff is a possibility. I don't understand why we should go Dagon. I get some bit of extra burst damage, but seriously, no. Necrobook, possibly. There's a lot of items. I mean, you don't really need all that many items for Puck. You just need that Blink Dagger, and you're pretty much good. Miracle. CLG trying to push out this bottom tower, but the ward's doing a nice job defending. The tornado to fly out. Bambo will easily take care of that. And CLG will just TP out. We're currently going in here. Come with me, almost getting caught out. The power shot to fly through. Will a stun be had? Yes, it does. The telekinesis goes down. The right click damage is being dealt. Come with me might be able to try and TP out again because the shackle was just dealt. Getting the force of nature off. We should have shaved that shackle for when this happened. And Come with me gets away. That was a little bit silly, a little bit premature by the Windrunner. Using that shackle when it really didn't need to be had. Disruption to go down. The Soul Catcher to follow it up with Blink out to safety. Easy peasy. Very smart pike out on the high ground. The shackle goes down. Easy kill for the team of CLG. Do you see what Rubik did there on the high ground? If Queen of Pain blinked to the high ground, she would have died. Blink to low ground, 4 staff off or blinked off actually, using her blink and killed her. Yep. And CLG are pushing out this middle tower. We are down 1 member on the team of Mousesports. However, Mousesports have a considerable gold advantage, and 4 versus 5 might still be in favor for Mousesports, and CLG know this, and as a result, we are backing off. And this is more to do with the fact that Bambo is pushing out this bottom tower. The tier 3 will take a fall. No fortification is available. It is about to come off cooldown, however. Furian's helping out as best he can. Reinforcements are still not rolling in, and the melee barracks is going to get taken down. We have Pycat slowly waddling his way there, but him alone will only be able to delay the inevitable. The fortification goes down, and Bambo's still going to continue to press on because Pycat's the only one here, and a few right clicks will be enough to take him down. This is not a good trade, CLG. This is not a good trade. Nice shackle to come down 1437. Here you get taken down. Black TP's in and deals a lot of damage. The Venomat takes the fall. Misery will pay for it, however. Miracle trying to do what he can. The Windrunner takes the fall. Come with me to join the fight as well. Black has to be caught out. A nice sprout to go down. Miracle is stuck here. Black still trying to do damage. He has to be careful. Doesn't have the sheet stick available for him yet. The Scream to go down as well as the Shadow Strike. Blinks out to safety, and Sing Sing jumps in to save the day and save Black's life. Disruption go down there on Bambo, and the Impeder's doing bucket loads of damage, trying to TP out. Will the damage be enough? It will not, and he does get taken out, or then he dies. I think that may have been the Purge or the Shadow Demon. The Shadow Demon uses ulti? Yes. So it must have been the Purge, then Purge must have popped the very second he TP'd out, and the healing of the Fountain was not enough, but at what price? With the tier 3 has taken a fall, the melee barracks has fallen as well, and we didn't really get anything for it. We got a couple of kills, but so what? It's just a couple of kills. Pycat blinking in on the offensive, trying to go down on Come with me. Aki coming to join the fight as well. Telekinesis to go. There's the telekinesis. In comes the Impetus damage. Trying to TP out once again. Will damage be enough? Nice use of the sheets. Come with me gets away once again. Unable to lock him down and do the damage that he needs to deal. And we saw Black getting in position just in case. Very nice use of the Scythe of Vice. That was probably the difference between Come with me's death and escape right there. Nice ultimate orb to ultimate orb. Nice illusionary orb. Nice ulti. And he's dead. Sing Sing still here as well. I had to blink out straight to safety. Furion thinking of TPing in the end, deciding against it. I'm just going to push out this top lane. Mousesports are looking great thus far. This tier 2 tower is the last exterior tower standing for the team of CLG, and it has barely any HP. It's 8 HP out of deny range. So this will be an easy pickup for Come with me. Meanwhile, people are dying. Vermancer takes a fall to the might of CLG. Windrunner died earlier. Big group congregation. We're trying to defend this tower as best as we can. It is in deny range, so this is going to be taken down by CLG. We're currently moving in. We want to try and catch Bambo. Nice silence coming from Sing Sing. Might pay for it. Has no mana, but the illusionary orb's out of here. There goes a drunken haze to come down. As well as a slow, but we've jumped into the face fit. Blinking out immediately. You cannot kill a puck. It's too hard. It's impossible, in fact. Bambo does get caught out. We've found his position. Telekinesis to go down. Drunken Haze to follow it up as well. No right-click damage to come out of him. The silence had been dealt to the Broodmaster. No split to be had, but it doesn't matter in the slightest. The right-clicks come out, and the Broodmother takes it fall. CLG are getting kills. They're getting lots of kills, but Mousesports, they have the tower advantage, they have the gold advantage, they have a slight experience advantage, and they have the composition advantage. CLG don't, at this stage of the game, they're going to start falling off. Broodmaster's going to steadily become less effective unless he can get the Aghanims up, which is still a good 800 gold away. I just keep missing kills, like all day, every day. The Windrunner takes a fall over the bottom lane. I got to pay more attention to this minimap. This is what happens when you don't commentate for like 4 days and you're sleep deprived. You're bad at it. Why? Why? Oh well. Scythe of Vice, next item on the agenda for the Nature's Prophet. We've got double Scythe of Vice to come out of the team of Mousesports. Of course, Queen of Pain already has hers. And what is Puck? The 4-staff is indeed in hand. The amount of mobility to come out of a Blink Dagger and a 4-staff and a Puck is just absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Venomancer looks to be heading his way towards possibly a pipe, but most likely a mech. CLG item-wise, how we're looking again, we covered the Aghanim Scepter a few moments ago. We have a gem and some drums on the Shadow Demon. Windrunner, just a mech, Sheepstick, next item coming up for her, and Aghanim's being rushed here for the Enchantress, while Rubik still just has a Blink Dagger and a 4-staff. Not all that much extra for him. Treant's doing what Treants do best. And things have calmed down for the moment, and BKB, this is the slowest BKB I've ever seen. I've just, every time I've looked at the Broodmother, just had the Orchid pretty much every single time, and 20 minutes later, still have just the Orchid, although we're getting ever so close to that BKB, to that Blacking Bar. And this will make the Broodmother very difficult to kill. One of the ways that Broodmother has such stay abilities in fight is the Insatiable Hunger. But if you stop them attacking, such as with stuns, it isn't all that effective. But if you have BKB, you can't stun them to stop them right-clicking, and it's going to be painful for the team of CLG in their next fight. God, why do I keep missing pills? God damn it! Ah, like Roshan's being dealt now. This is the place to be watching. But this is actually smart. The Broodmother sacrificing herself in order for the team of Mousesports to pick up this Roshan. They were up the top here. They were distracting. They baited out the team of CLG. They kept them up at the top lane, and then they're going to realize, oh crap, that was a bait. We just traded Broodmother for Roshan. Was that really worth it? I think it was a nice trade for Mousesports, because that Broodmother really isn't necessary for them to win. They're so far ahead, it doesn't really matter. And CLG looks like they... What the hell? It's just zapping the creep wave, but taking some hits from the tower in the process, as well as preventing the creep wave from getting eliminated by it. This will not be a worthy trade. We're pushing in on the tier 3. Mousesports are going to be able to take this down. Shackle to fly out. No latch, however, what Come With Me is just going to be able to TP himself out. Who 4-staffed him? I actually want to know. Like, Sing Sing nearby? I think it was Sing Sing. Yeah, it must have been Sing Sing. It is on cooldown. CLG went back to the safety. I mean, what? They went back to defend their shit, yo. And CLG are in a really bad position. I'm not sure if they'll be able to come back from where they are. If they had some late game heroes such as a Morphling, such as an Anti-Mage, then yeah, maybe they could, but they don't. They don't have any late game heroes. In fact, all of their power, all their heroes that can deal a nice amount of power towards the mid stages, such as the Brewmaster, such as the Enchantress with the Impetus, it's all going to fall off towards the late stage, late game. And while Mousesports really don't have, it's not quite, I mean, they don't have any really hard late game heroes. A Broodmother and a Nature's Prophet will work out much nicer in the late game, as well as the Queen of Pain and possibly even the Puck. Work out much nicer in the late game than the team of CLG will. This tier 1 tower still stands. CLG want to get it because it's some easy as hell gold. Will they be able to take it down? And steadily an army of Plague Wards will be built up by 1437. The tower is taking some damage. Sing Sing thinking of moving in. Power shot straight into the trees, looking for some easy kills. And moving on the offensive, Sing Sing could find some really caught out. Illusionary to go down. And we'll be able to blink out to safety. Pop. It is at enough distance. Impetus to fly out. Nice Dream Call to come out, as well as ulti to come out of the Venomancer. And Sing Sing now currently running for his life. The Scream to come out of the Queen of Pain, as well as a Blink to Scream. A lot of damage to be dealt. Black picked up in the air. Sing Sing currently running as best as he can. Nice rock to come out. Black should be able to blink out, but the damage might be too much for him to handle. Not exactly a good blink, and he does get taken down. Disruption to come down for whatever reason. The Aegis of the Immortal has been used up. Lacoste is very low in HP. There goes a blink. There goes a rock. Will Lacoste be able to survive? The Purge has gone down. And Black is taking immense amounts of damage. However, Puck does manage to pick up the kill there on the Shadow Demon. And Miracle might be the next to fall. He has no mana. He has no health. He has no ability to do anything aside from run. He needs to buy himself a TP and try and TP out, which he will be able to do. Easy peasy. Oh, Windrunner just killed someone. Nature's Prophet took a fall, so Mousesports are taking a lot of unnecessary falls at this moment. Does it matter at this stage? I don't think they can fall. They can lose from the current position that they're in. We're edging ever so close to that BKB. Still haven't secured it for ourselves. Oh wait, yes we have. The recipe is currently on the courier as of this very moment. Aki steadily moving towards Aghanim. Same can be said for Miracle. Actually has the Aghanim Scepter. Looks like next item on the agenda is a Shiva's Guard or possibly an Assault Curious. Either one, either one. Puck Sheepstick. Or maybe a Shiva's. Be next item to be picked up by the Puck. We have the Sheepstick on the Furion. And Mechanism on the Venomancer. And BKB on the Queen of Pain. Misery being caught out, the Hex has gone down, the Spiraling Charges have been dealt, right clicks is all that needs to be dealt. The Windrunner, the Windrun does not work. Windrun does not work with that frickin' Hex. Was what I was trying to do. Purge go down 1437, Telekinesis to follow it up. Simpson trying to do what he can. The ulti has been dropped by 1437. Sprout to go down doesn't help in the slightest. Miracle trying to do what he can. He might pay for it as well. The Hex goes down. A few more right clicks is all it will take. No split to be had. He gets bursted down before he can get it off. And a couple of easy kills, one for two big heroes, especially that Brewmaster, and that in and of itself could be GG. Do we have buyback? We have no buyback money to come out of the Brewmaster, and this is an easy racks for them. They've already taken the tier 3. Rubik is going to try and do what he can, but what he can is not that much. Windrunner kind of trying to help out as best he can. We have a Cost moving in, offensive disruption to be used, Soul Catcher to follow it up, but they can't follow it up with all that much damage. Blink down on the offensive, the BKB has been popped up. They cannot compete with the might of the Queen of Pain, and back on the tower, the barracks is about to take a fall. The damage is being dealt to the Furion, however, is just going to be able to TP and save himself out to safety. Furion moving back in on the offensive, Telekinesis to go down and Bamboo once again. Lacoste moving into position, Disruption to go down, the Soul Catcher to follow. Yes, indeed, it catches on him indeed, but there's nothing he can do. Comedy returns to the fight as well. A few more right clicks on Lacoste, and he will be dead as dead can be. And Aki needs to return to the safety of the fountain. The melee barracks has fallen. The range barracks is about to take a fall. A nice shackle to come down, but there's no follow-up because all the CLG is dead. The Hex is to follow it up. Deny on the Treant for some reason. Telekinesis to go down. Mech Charge bring everyone back to where they need to be, but the slow as well as, or rather the silence, as well as the insatiable hunger, and BKB doing too much damage. Come with me will take a fall. Not before brings some more trains to the mix. Takes down Shadow Demon. Bamboo's trying to kill the courier. Can't seem to figure it out, however. Now in a not so great situation, but the GG has been called out by the team of CLG. They know that they cannot win from here on out, and the Queen of Pain doing loads of damage. Actually, that was never mind. Never mind. Oh wait, okay, it was the Queen of Pain. Everyone was doing loads of damage. Let's just keep it at that. Pycat being right-clicked down by Bamboo. A few more right-clicks all will take. Nice 4 staff, but the poison damage is too much.
Now have mega creeps.
And CLG really want black, and G just blinks away just barely, and a nice little Hex to go down. GG being called out by Aki as well. Can we settle for the Broodmother? See if we can get at least ourselves a couple of easy kills before the game ends. Oh, nope, death. Silence to go down, the right-click damage will be dealt. Going to try and TP out, and the damage will not be enough, even with the Spiraling Charges. Aki escapes away to safety. Again, GG, well played coming out of both sides.
Dire's middle tower
2 defensive towers have been taken down. The Ancient is now being bursted down. Bamboo thinking of jumping straight into the fountain. The Demon moving in. Mantisile being popped off. The right-click damage being dealt as well as the Orc. Easy peasy. Black comes in as well, and the Ancient takes a fall. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mousesports versus CLG, the lower bracket, the loser bracket finals for the Defense 2. First game was taken up by Mousesports, the second game was taken up by Mousesports as well, clearing it out 2-0 against CLG, and they will have the pleasure of fighting it out against Complexity Gaming for 7.5 thousand euros in a best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Toshley, this has been the Defense 2. I'll see you next time.